Good morning. A very good sunny day to you, and I hope that since last week all is well for you and that hopefully you had positive developments. Today, I wanted to talk about setbacks. All of us have setbacks as we go on through our different types of treatments, whether surgery or chemo or radiation. We have ups and downs. I didn't feel good yesterday. This morning again, I had soreness all over my body. So, to try to overcome, I jumped on my bike and I am on a 1 hour ride up and down a few hills here in the Rockies. Another thing I wanted to mention is to keep the sense of humor that you have. I was speaking to a friend of mine, an Irish who lives in Australia. So, Irish are known to have a great sense of humor. Australians are known to have a great sense of humor. When you mix both, it becomes world class. This particular friend also went through cancer, I think last year. He had quite serious prostate cancer and all types of treatments. And yet, he made everybody laugh all the time. He had a great sense of humor. And I would like to give you a few examples of what he sent us as he was going through treatments. He reminded us that the Irish people are some of the less stressed people in the world. They are more relaxed, they have a great sense of humor, and they have their own understanding of medical terminology. So these are some examples of Irish medical terminology as seen by somebody with a great sense of humor. So, as he was undergoing chemo following his surgery, he kept bringing laughs and smiles to the world. He would tell us that a bacteria is the back door to the cafeteria, and the pelvis is Elvis' second cousin. Urine. If you're in, you are not out. A tablet is a small table. So this is the sense of humor that he had, that he has, and really brought happiness to all of us as he was undergoing hardship, as he was going through ups and downs and had setback. And he as well started biking pretty quickly as soon as he was done with all his treatment. But let's talk a bit about setbacks and how it affects us. And yes, indeed, we all have ups and downs. If we speak a little bit about my own experience, after literally 3 years of cancer treatment, from surgery to dozens of radiation sessions, to now almost 2 years on hormone treatment, I have had incredible lows. Being on radiation treatment for the last 20 months, my testosterone has been at 0, 0, 0. So imagine I smiled a few days ago when the US military was talking about checking the testosterone of soldiers, of male ego driven politicians to make sure that they have a properly high level of testosterone. I have been at 0, 0, 0 for 2 years. And of course, I feel tired, I feel dragging, but I still have a quasi normal life. I push myself, I go to the gym. I certainly have to lift weights in order to maintain muscle mass with no testosterone. I do cardio, as we have mentioned before, because the heart is our most important muscle. So I had my last and eighth injection on this last Friday. Those injections last for 3 months. I still have my morning tablets, 4 tablets in the morning, Remember, a tablet is a small table. So I will be done with my treatment by the end of October. And of course, talking about ups and downs, the side effects come and go. Some days I have soreness and pains all over. I can hardly move. That's why this morning I pushed myself to go on the bike and go and cycle up and down slowly for an hour or so. And coming back home, I have to admit that I feel better than when I left. As I had mentioned before, I still have a complete urinary incontinence following my surgery of almost 3 years ago. So between urinary incontinence and 000 testosterone and the medicine side effects, mamma mia, I could be complaining quite a lot. I have to push myself to eat a lot, to eat more. And as I talk to some of our cancer partners who are on a low, I really emphasize what we have been talking a lot about in the last few videos: hydration. Make sure that you drink plenty of fluids. Sorry to say, but make sure that you have to go to the bathroom every 2 hours. It's incredible how much a good hydration helps for all bodily functions. And if you take water, that's great. You can take some hydration solutions that have salts and mineral salts and replenish what your body needs. So I can really emphasize when I am on a low, I make sure to drink a lot of fluids. And even if I'm not hungry, to eat more, to eat a little bit every 2 hours. It's incredible. Yesterday, again, following my Friday's injection, I was really down and dragging. I pushed myself to eat every 2 hours. I had a pretty good meal in mid afternoon, and then I felt energized again and I felt ready to go on. So make sure that you take enough sustenance to have energy and that you hydrate, because it really helps us when we are on a low. As we mentioned at the beginning of this video, another strong aspect is to keep busy, to do things. I find that if we have social activities or some professional activities, some work, it keeps our mind away from just cancer treatment, I'm tired, I am poor. I have mentioned before that I still do some work. At the moment, I do some work from home on some international assignment. But when I spend a few hours on the computer or having a conference call with people around the world, it's interesting, it's fun, and somehow you forget how tired or poor or dragging you feel. I think I had mentioned before that I went on a business trip to the Ukraine as I was undergoing my treatments. So I had my 000 testosterone, my urinary incontinence, and I spent 10 days in the Ukraine working during the day, a couple of times having to go down to the shelters underground during the night. But all of that was actually positive. It took my mind away from the main challenges that I was facing. And as we mentioned at the beginning, it's important to keep social activities and to keep laughing, to have people around us who make us laugh. And I would like to share a few more of those Irish medical terminology. I have a few good ones here that my friend gave me. One of them, for example, a tumor. A tumor is one plus one more. I thought it was pretty funny. Or nitrates. They talk about nitrates in medical circles. The nitrates is the rate of pay for working at night, normally more money than days. I thought that was pretty good. And if it festers, fester means quicker than someone else. So have a good laugh when you can. It really helps. Make your friends laugh. Make your family members laugh. Let's laugh among ourselves, cancer partners. In the meantime, and until next week, do not forget that you are like a candle. You are bright and you can light up many, many more candles without losing any of your brightness. Until next time, I wish you health and happiness. Thank you.